The company just announced a recall of all of its Cybertrucks to repair body panels that won't stand.
Dude, tell me this video is not a metaphor for Elon right now. This is literally him in the Cybertruck filled with concrete blocks, just destroying his own shit, bro.
Everywhere. The company just announced a recall of all of its Cybertrucks to repair body panels that won't stand.
Dude!
That recall also tipped reporters off to how many Cybertrucks the secretive company has actually ever sold, which is less than 50,000.
Oh my God!
Then there are the protests, not just in the U.S., but worldwide demonstrations and boycotts of Tesla to oppose Musk's one-man war on the federal government.
Dude, that video is like a microcosm of all of Elon world right now. What Chris is saying here is really important. Europe and the way they pissed off Europe and the rest of the developed world, Europe was probably a huge market. I don't know a lot of people in Europe that are going to fucking buy Teslas right now. Dude, right? They're all selling, you know what I'm saying? They're like, they've made all these enemies, dude. I know this is a funny headline, Tesla in distress law. I think any way that we can damage Elon Musk financially, I think is the way right now. And not only that, I think allies of Elon Musk, I think right now, not spending money, not taking that vacation, like we can buckle up and do our part to like slow down the US economy and to try to wound these guys where possible. I know there was another like representative that was calling for like a general strike.
You start thinking about out of the box ideas like a general strike.
Yes, boycotts, and there may even be a point where we start striking general strikes in certain industries in ways of, you know, like fucking up the economy. Okay, these guys are billionaires, and the way you fuck over billionaires is you stifle the economy, guys. You stifle the fucking economy any way that you can. I think that's the kind of resistance that we should be looking into.
Asked what the two had discussed, the billionaire responded, "Why should I tell you?"
Oh.
Afterwards, Hegseth joined Trump in the Oval Office, where they gave...
Dude, look at Hegseth, bro. He looks like, dude, he can't even put on a suit jacket that fits right. Look at this guy, bro. What did he steal this fucking suit coat from Danny DeVito? Like, what is he doing, bro? He's like got a suit jacket on that is like, doesn't fit him right. He's half in the bag from like having 18 like old fashions last night. Bro, look at him, dude. Oh shit, bro. Late stage alcoholism. I bet if we got a close up look at his hands, they're probably like swollen and slightly red, dude, from late stage alcoholism.
Contradictory statements about how Musk was a true blue patriotic American and also a deeply conflicted businessman with overseas interests who can't be trusted with American war plans.
I don't want to show that to anybody, but certainly you wouldn't show it to a businessman who is helping us so much. He's a great patriot. He's paying a big price for helping us cut costs, and he's doing a great job. He's finding tremendous waste, fraud, and abuse. But I certainly wouldn't want, you know, Elon has businesses in China, and he would be susceptible perhaps to that.
Elon Musk is a patriot. Elon Musk is an innovator. Elon Musk provides a lot of capabilities our government and our military rely on, and I'm grateful for that. We welcomed him today to the Pentagon to talk about DOGE, to talk about efficiencies.
Dude, look at him, bro. Dude, these guys are fucking idiots, dude.
Talk about innovations. It was a great informal conversation. The rest of that reporting was fake. There was no war plans. There was no Chinese war plans. There was no secret plans.
I might add that I think Elon, if they ever wanted to do that, I think Elon wouldn't do it. I think he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't want to put himself in that position.
Oh, yeah.
You follow all that?
Yeah, oh, sure he wouldn't. Dude, they were talking about China, bro. You remember what Lutnick said? You ready, guys? Here, let's use their reasoning. Now, we know that Howard Lutnick is full of shit, okay? And he doesn't represent people, but what Howard Lutnick does is he represents who they are and how they think. And what did Lutnick say?
A fraudster always makes the loudest noise, screaming, yelling, and complaining. Let's say...
Dude, the fraudster, right? So these guys up there saying, no, wasn't China, I swear it wasn't China. Elon's a patriot. Oh, dude, we'd never give Elon that information. It's like, yeah, right, guys. Thank you for giving us that fucking denial that lets us know, okay, yeah, sure, you guys were talking about China. Cool, thank you. All right?
I think I did. Like, it was all fake news, but also they wouldn't do it, but also maybe they canceled it when the heat got too hot.
Yeah. That's the most likely there, is we were absolutely going to talk about China, but now that everybody knew that this shit was, and you fucking blew it out of the bag, so yeah, we weren't having a top secret China meeting, and now Trump and Hegseth know that there's people out there leaking their shit, and they're like, bro, like, who's leaking our shit? There's still people in the government that are working to prevent these guys from being fucking goons.
Catch
guys.
Trump's last point there. Elon would never put himself in that position. For the record, the Wall Street Journal reported that Musk, according to one person familiar, was going to receive the top secret briefing on China because
he asked for it.
He asked for one.
Of course.
Nobody can say for sure if Musk's sensitive Pentagon briefings today did include Chinese war plans or what they included. Trump and Hegseth deny it. They aren't exactly the most credible sources when they just yell fake news. But here's what's interesting. This is really the key point. All of this sort of weird back and forth, self-contradictory sort of, oh no, we would never do that. Those denials do show they do understand the problem here, right?
They do.
Like even Donald Trump.
Yeah, they do understand that Elon Musk getting sensitive briefings about China having a whole bunch of business over there is hugely fucking problematic.
It would not sit well with most Americans.
Yeah.
Because, as Donald Trump notes, Elon's business in China makes it a gargantuan conflict of interest.
Huge.
China is the second largest market for Musk's Tesla car business.
Huge. And China is his biggest competition. They could bankrupt his ass. Think about that, guys. We've been talking like the firebombing or whatever of the Tesla dealerships. They're not going to bury Elon. But China coming up with electric vehicle technology that's way better than Elon's could fucking bury him. China's like kind of his mortal enemy right now. And that charger technology threatens to sink Elon's company, dude. Think about that. Think about like if China decides we don't like Elon Musk, they could fucking bury his ass.
According to the Times, it was unclear what the impetus was for providing Musk such a sensitive briefing. Trump and Hegseth both called the story fake news, but shortly after their denials, the Wall Street Journal confirmed it with their sources. Musk to receive top secret briefing on U.S. war plans for China.
Now, again, they're trying to make this shit seem like it's not happening. But dude, these news stations, like the Wall Street Journal, is not a liberal rag, guys. If they are confirming this shit and the Times is confirming it and multiple newspapers are confirming it, somebody's given them this information. Now, I don't know what's going on with this China shit. It's like, I have no idea, but it sounds like a bunch of paranoid fucking weirdos are running the U.S. government right now. And they're like, oh, getting ready for all these large-scale attacks.
The Trump team denied those reports.
Or maybe they're pissed off because of that new charger technology, right? Because Elon Musk has been tweeting 4,000 times a month instead of actually running Tesla. So now Tesla's starting to fall behind, right? So maybe he's like, oh shit, we might have to go to war with China because I'm fucking running my company into the ground.
As they started to get blowback, why on earth Musk would have access to this classified briefing? Trump then insisted he didn't clear Musk to see the United States' top secret contingency plans for a possible future war with China.
You guys are denying this New York Times report that Elon Musk was going to be shown a 20 to 30 page presentation about a theoretical war plan against China. Why not just show it to Elon?
Because I don't want to show it to anybody.
Okay.
Dude.
So still, Musk spent...
Dude, these guys are idiots, bro. When you look at it, you realize like Trump and Elon Musk, these guys are fucking idiots, dude.
Minutes today with Hegseth at the Pentagon. You can see them shaking hands as Musk
Look at
left.
Elon, he's like,
He reportedly told the defense secretary, if there's anything I can do to be helpful, I'd like to see you.
Dude, look at him, dude. He's like, Elon is just like, oh, I'm a rock star now. He's like, I'm hanging out with these morons and like, I'm getting so much attention, right? He's like, he's feeling like a rock star, but these guys, dude, I'm just telling you, they're not that capable, guys. The only reason they excelled in capitalism is because they're ruthless when it comes to like taking money and stealing everybody's shit. But I don't think they're capable.
Including his dalliances abroad, where he, like, for instance, endorsed the far-right party in Germany.
AfD.
Competitors are now encouraging Tesla owners to trade in their cars. And owners are doing that at a record pace.
Dude, let's put him out of business. Dude, I love that clip. Dude, this is why I like Chris Hayes. I'm telling you, dude, Chris Hayes is like, he's one of the good ones right now, guys.
Like his wealth, Musk's mystique rests largely on the success of Tesla. And listen, that success is now anything but assured. Imagine how desperate and erratic that can make a man who's already, I don't know, at least by my perception, kind of desperate and erratic.
Dude, he is, and he's leveraged, guys. Okay? I mean, that's the thing to remember, dudes. These billionaires, they're powerful, but they're leveraged. They're always living on loans. And so when we tank the value of their assets, it puts them in very big jeopardy. And then they have to get bailed out. So the boycott, divest. If you own Tesla stock, sell it. Sell that shit, bro. Just get it out of your system, dude. Treat it like a hot potato. And we can actually have effect on these guys. Dude, he's got Twitter shit. And I mean, dude, when they're out there saying, please buy Tesla stock, don't sell your stock, like, bro, they're not as well off as they think they are. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.